Number 5 in the top 10 reasons to lightweight roll is decreased cutworm activity. Well, maybe. I can't say that I ever did I'm not an entomologist, so I never actually did a study where I counted the amount of cutworms. It's kind of lazy, and the way I did it was, when I knew I had cutworms, what also happens is I get more bird activity in my putting greens. And the birds would come in and they would peck holes in the greens. When I had birds pecking holes in my greens, I came out and I would count the bird pecking holes. Because before the sun rises, but it's still bright, and there's that dew, it's very easy to see these bird beak holes. So I'd go out and I'd count the bird beak holes, and lo and behold, where we rolled, we had less bird beak holes. Now, does that mean less cutworm activity? I can say I'm 99% sure of it, but I can't give you 100%. I can just tell you there's less bird beak holes. Why would there be less bird beak holes? Or why would there be less cutworm? What do I think is happening? When we roll greens, not always, but generally we mow in the morning. And generally after mowing we roll. That's usually the order of operation. And that is the order of operation that I found these decreases in bird beak holes on. When we roll after or following a morning mowing, what we see is not all the clippings get in the bucket. If all the clippings don't go in the bucket and you roll afterwards and you still have that heavy moisture, the clippings that don't go in the mower bucket end up on the roller. If you take that roller then and you take it away from the green and take away those clippings, you're not only taking away clippings, you're also taking away cutworm eggs. You see, by work by Dr. Dan Potter at the University of Kentucky, he did some research and found that cutworms lay a single egg on the tip of bentgrass plants growing on a putting green. And his research found that somewhere around 70% of these eggs survive mowing. Now imagine if these eggs that survive mowing don't go in the bucket, but instead they stay on the green. Well, that's not a good thing because the eggs will hatch, and then that's where you get your cutworms. What a roller does is it helps pick up those stray clippings and takes away, potentially, the cutworm eggs that are on it. Is that a bit of a stretch? Well, maybe, but I can tell you this. I had less bird beak holes, and I had less bird beak holes when I had a lot of cutworm activity. So, number 5 of the top 10 reasons to lightweight roll is decreased cutworm activity, or at least decreased bird beak holes that I think we're going after the cutworms.